They're squeezing right through the fence right there. They're taking their shirts off. One of them is pulling the fence back away from... They're talking on a cell phone. I gotta get off the road. I got traffic coming. Okay, this was right where I was just at. So you can see the piles of the bollards that haven't been installed yet. And they're targeting one of those portions of fence. Oh, he's through. He's having a hard time getting his head in. He has a big head. Through. Okay, boom. He's just in. Just crossed. Okay. Here goes number 2. He'll be in here in a sec. And he's in. Okay, number 3. Here he goes. No, he's not going. Okay, guys are taking off. Okay, they're running through. Right where that porta potty was. Okay, boom, they're running. Okay, last guy, he's having a hard time fitting. Which is funny because he seems to be the smallest. Okay, so the other 2 are up and over the first dune, and I can't see him anymore. Okay, here comes this guy. He's coming running back towards me. Oh. We got a Coyote here on the other side. I'm gonna go. Okay, here we are on the Mexican side of Sunland Park. There's the wall. And down there is the end of the wall. So this apparently is where a lot of folks are coming over. We're going to continue along the stretch of road here. This is as close as it gets to the wall, but from what I understand, as we go down this highway, it stays fairly close, and it's a spot where people do the up and over with the ladders. So let's swing down there and see what we can find, and then on the way back, I'm going to try and get in close to where the border wall ends. Okay, so there's a section of wall going up the hillside there that can't be more than 5 or 6 feet tall. So I'm going to guess that that is a pretty common crossing spot. Okay, I had to swing over and check this out. So, this is the wall. Huh. Look at that. So it looks like there are bollards back here, but they've been cut off. You can see here the normal size bollards and just chopped off with this fence, kind of grate style fence put up. Go figure. Okay. Interesting. Didn't expect to see that. Actually, we've got a portion of the wall back here that's in pretty bad shape. I'm actually going to walk over to it. Okay. So it looks like here. Oh, look at this. Okay, so this is this type of fencing that's up, and you can see this is a section that's been cut away with, looks like probably an angle grinder. But you can see here, this has definitely been cut with a torch. Maybe just to create this section of wall, but I mean, gosh. This does not look that hard to be able to get through. And so it's kind of these frames with fencing welded to it that are set up. So there's no bollard wall here. This is just this kind of janky looking sections of, oh yeah. There we go. Right underneath. Yeah, so why wouldn't you? I mean, why go over top when you could dig a little hole like that and get right underneath? There's all kinds of trash, people's water bottles. This is a more highly active spot. You can see here they probably dug it way out, and then you can see on the US side they dumped a bunch of extra gravel there. Looks like same here. This portion of the wall is definitely not, I mean, what are these, like spots that were cut out and peeled back to make, maybe those are previous installations for this mesh. I mean, okay, so there's sections of bollard wall right there stacked up. Looks like potentially waiting to be installed. I mean, somebody skinny, not this guy, but man, that just does not look that hard to get through. This whole wall is kind of janky. Oh, look at this. That'd be pretty easy. It's getting kind of windy. I wonder if that's one reason for this type of fencing. It stands up to the wind a little better. There's another spot. Just under and you're through. And I've got my eye on a spot a little further up here that looks like it'd be real simple to get through. Yeah, look at this. Okay, so more of these stacked bollards. Looks like waiting to be installed. This is kind of what I had my eye on. Right here. Look at this. Step 1. Step 2. Squeeze through. You're in. Even got some cover with the bollards. Now it's mostly desert on the other side of this for a ways before you get into Sunland Park. The Sunland Park Road kind of curves up and away from here further east, so you'd be hoofing it for a bit. This road section of wall extends quite a ways. It's another squeeze spot. That'd be an easy one right there. All along here is this kind of crappy concrete base that they stack these things along. And I'm sure this is meant to just be temporary. But I also know this is a spot where a whole lot of the migrant crossings are happening. Almost seems like where there's these spots where there's lots of water bottles, like I don't know, maybe a bunch of people were waiting there for the right opportunity to get through. Oh yeah, here we go. This got cut out and then welded back into place. Here we go. Here's a spot. Yeah, right through. Look at that. It's even wedged open with the concrete blocks. And then sure enough, lots of water. Blankets. Have holes cut in them for the wind. Lots of water bottles down here, so I'm guessing this is a spot where they like to hang out. Mostly out of sight. It looks like we might have some cut marks on the wall. So I'm coming down here to check out. Look at this. If there was a refund for bottle returns, this would be the place to be. Yeah, sure enough. Well, the thing is that this just is not that far out of town. I mean, I know if you get a little further back up there, the wall just ends. But that's also a really heavily policed section of the border. There's always Border Patrol folks posted up right there. I wonder if this is a spot that's a little more lightly patrolled, and so this is where they're liking to come down and hang out until the time's right. Clearly a spot where you can just pull off the highway there. Spot to basically hang out and wait. Somebody up top here acts as lookout to let the folks down below, or maybe a little further up the fence where there's those gaps. When they see the coast is clear, and they say, okay, go, 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 and off they go. I mean, that's civilization out there. So that's Sunland Park, and they get in there and get into the houses. I mean, really, that's easy. Now, I'm sure there's a bunch of observation points and posts and stuff. You know, I see the landscape out here is dotted with all of these solar panels, so I'm assuming that's at least some of what we're looking at. But still, just to give another quick view. So I'm walking along the highway. It's Sunday afternoon, so almost no traffic. But this is this section of fence. And it's this close to a major thoroughfare, which makes it super easy to get right over there. Oh, CBP. There they are. I wonder if they saw me poking around. They weren't there a minute ago. Huh. I'm gonna actually hop up there and say hi. Oh, that's what's going on. They stopped in for the potty break. And off they go. He was outside the truck there for a minute, strapping his firearm back on. So, they are definitely in the area. Here we go. Let me just stop here again. Apparently I don't look too much like a migrant. I'm not all that interested. So yeah, you know the crossing spots by the presence of a whole bunch of bottles. Yeah, that'd be a tight squeeze. But it didn't used to be, so they've got a bunch of extra gravel down there. Huh. Okay, well, back to the car and out of the sun. Okay, was rolling down the road a little further. Eventually the bollards that are hacked off half high, or 5 feet or whatever, give way to this type of setup. Oh, look at this. So this is a cutting blade for a angle grinder. And so you can see, just kind of looking down the fence here, these spots where it's been patched, but you know, you see where they've been cut out. Here's a good example. You know, basically cut all the way along here, down and around. They hop right through. And then going down the wall here, I don't know how visible this is, but it's, I mean, there's almost no portion of this grate that extends longer than maybe 18 inches without a chunk cut out of it. And this grating would not be difficult to cut through with an angle grinder. Cut through and bent out of the way. So you can see here is one. But just kind of looking down the fence, I don't know how clear this shows up in the camera, but here, must have been two here, 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 okay, maybe a little bit bigger than 18 inches, but here, they've got cardboard to slide under, here, and then, you know, it just continues on and on. And then of course, if we're using water bottles as our activity sign, this is just littered with water bottles, plus all these sections of fence that have been cut. Okay. So my guess is then that with that many cuts, we're probably not looking at a whole lot of up and over. This is just cut and go through. I mean, that's bizarre, just how many spots. But again, I mean, this is probably less policed right up along here. And so you have more of an opportunity to get through the fence and into the desert. And you might have a longer walk to be able to get into town, but maybe it's safer. Maybe the Coyotes and Polleros know what they're doing, and this is the spot to more reliably get people through than down here at the end of the wall where the wall ends. And all you have to do is walk right up to it and cross. Okay, and then we're getting to the end of this portion of the highway. So we'll cut back away from the fence here. But this is likely a drop-off spot for folks. And then they hike along the fence maybe a little ways. Yeah, let's take a real quick look. Where the highway starts cutting back away from the fence, we're just up the road from a U.S. port of entry right here, Santa Teresa, which is a New Mexico, because we're looking at New Mexico here, a New Mexico crossing. It'll be a smaller crossing point, but this is a spot that I'm sure you could actually just drive right up to. And yeah, there's plenty of cut marks going down that direction. We got a military action by the Guardia Nacional just on the other side of the road there. So when I turn around, we're going to drive past it because I'm getting up close to the border crossing here. You can see it straight ahead. But it looked like there were some migrants out there. So I think this is a spot I can turn around at. Yes. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go further. Just to check out, get a little closer to the border crossing here. And then we'll swing back around and see what those Guardia Nacional are up to. Looks like they might have found a group of migrants maybe out there in the desert. Oh, it's hot. Oh, I got one right in front of me. Oh, that's State Police. That looks like it's the way in to the border. There's a couple of folks. State Police. Oh yeah. Okay, so a couple of migrants were out there. The State Police was bringing them back up to his van, or his pickup truck. Okay, here we go. Give it a slow roll. Keep this relatively hidden. But yeah, migrants got pulled out of the woods there. We got Guardia Nacional and the Marines. Okay. Looks like maybe 5 or 6 people were standing outside the people mover van from the government of Mexico. So it looks like they might have been caught out there lurking amongst the bushes. Through right here. They're squeezing right through the fence right there. They're taking their shirts off. One of them is pulling the fence back away from, they're talking on a cell phone. I gotta get off the road, I got traffic coming. Okay, this was right where I was just at. So you can see the piles of the bollards that haven't been installed yet. targeting one of those portions of fence. Oh, he's through. He's having a hard time getting his head in. He has a big head. Through. Okay, boom. He's just in. Just crossed. Okay. Here goes number 2. He'll be in here in a sec. And he's in. Okay, number 3. Here he goes. No, he's not going. Okay, guys are taking off. Okay, they're running through. Right where that porta potty was. Okay, boom, they're running. Okay, last guy, he's having a hard time fitting. Which is funny because he seems to be the smallest. Okay, so the other 2 are up and over the first dune, and I can't see him anymore. Okay, here comes this guy. He's coming running back towards me. Oh, we got a coyote here on the other side. I'm gonna go. So he's getting picked back up. So this is a white Chevy Yukon or something. Okay, and so he's getting picked back up by the coyote there. Oh shit. Whew. Okay. Okay, so the 2 guys got through, and then I lost sight of them. Let's see if there's a spot. Maybe I can turn around. Although I'm sure that Yukon's gone. It's that fast. I was just there, and yeah. So they must be watching for action here along the fence, and then when they don't see anything, and it looked like he was on his cell phone the whole time. He was having a hard time making it through the fence. This guy was just looking for valuables. I think he's probably making money off of people ditching their IDs and money and stuff before they cross over. Huh, okay. Wow. So I had a sneaking suspicion there might be something going on, and so I doubled back around to the direction that I was initially coming at first, and sure enough, got to see those 3 migrants popping through. So they're out in the countryside now, and I guess they're gonna have to work their way north. They did not have any water or anything that I could see other than just the clothes on their back, and I don't know, maybe a cell phone or something in their pocket. Young guys, I would say. They look maybe late teens up to maybe mid-20s, somewhere in that range. And the one couldn't make it, so he ran back to the coyote, and it was the coyote had pulled up and had the door partially open for him to hop in. Okay, so we have Guardia Nacional coming this direction. They're not moving particularly fast, so I'm guessing they don't know about the coyote there. I might actually have the coyote coming up on me. Oh, that was him. Okay, so there was a return spot, and he just pulled back around. Nope, he didn't. He pulled in momentarily and then pulled back out. So we've got a bunch. We've got the Marines there in the tan and the Guardia Nacional in the white. Okay, so they know there's a bunch of migrants in the area. Ooh, it's exciting. A little hair raising. I'm a little bit nervous because what looks like a white Yukon or something's coming up on me. I wonder if he wants to know what I've been doing or just wants me to go away. Keep the video camera on. See what happens. Oh, this is a GMC. Okay, the other one was a Chevy. I think this is a different set of folks. Nope, this is him. This is him. No license plate. Young guy driving. He's just doing a quick cruise by. So I'm pretty sure this is the vehicle that the migrant who didn't make it into the fence, make it through the wall there, hopped into. So he must have done a quick spin around. He's probably, I'm guessing, going to wait until the Guardia Nacional is out of the area, would be my guess, and then give that guy another shot at getting through. Glad he seemed relatively undisturbed by me. Oh yeah, he didn't want to. Yeah, he's thinking about turning back around, but he didn't want to do it at that last return spot because I think he must have known that Guardia Nacional was coming, and he wants to get in behind them and let them pass him. Although we've got city police here in this pickup as well. Policía del Estado. Oh, state police. Okay, yeah, here he goes. Here he goes. He's coming back around. Nope, he's headed up the... Okay, that's the road that you go on to get past all the border crossing stuff. That puts you back on the highway further past all the border crossing, so maybe he's just trying to get out of there. Okay, I'm gonna shut this off. I'm gonna get turned around and go back the other direction to see what I can find.